Hungry as a motherfucker, Joe. I know when I get done with this reading, I'm gonna cook me a fat ass breakfast, bro. Straight fat boy shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright. Eat this banana. Give the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant. And then I'm gonna begin. Head. That's swords. Spades. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, direction, and decisions. It's your mental capacity, your mental health, your mental state. You know what I mean? Your mind. Cups. Hearts. Feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart mind must be aligned. Who rules the heart mind department? The divine feminine. That's your arena. Then you got the King of Wands. That's the divine masculine. He's the king. You're the queen. This nigga got one up on you. And the one up thing your masculine got over you is the fact that your masculine is more attached to the Wands department, which are things you're doing, things you've done, not shit you finna do, because it don't mean shit. You ain't did it yet. Why does it even matter? Actions and behavior. That's what Wands, aka clubs, are. And masculine's the king of that shit. He always doing some shit. Feminine, you so in your heart and mind, you don't really do much. It's keeping a real Bill Holyfield. Then you got pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. And guess what? All pentacles expire. Like that banana just did. Pentacles, that's manifestation. That's bringing things to life. Yeah, women, y'all have children because y'all got black. Y'all got portals. Men got black holes. So y'all can create life, but y'all really can't create life without the men. You know what I mean? It's our sperm that manifests the baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things men got over women, and that's just the shit you're gonna have to take into consideration. All right. This is Twin Flames in Union, Reunion, and Recognition. Probably gonna put it in another name on here because, like I say, every time I put Twin Flames, Union, Reunion, and Recognition, don't nobody watch that shit. Because, like I say, in my personal opinion, don't nobody give a fuck about being in union. Don't nobody give a fuck about finding a twin. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that shit because that shit ain't relevant within the community. So it's probably gonna be a different title. It's gonna be in the line of like Twin Flames, Divine Lovers, and shit, but whatever. Why do I do readings on Twin Flames in Union, Reunion, and Recognition? Because despite what the fuck you think, it's twins who are actually in union. It's twins who are actually reunited with each other right now as we motherfucking speak. And it's twins who have just met each other. Thus, you're in the game, baby. And the spread look a little bland. I don't see no divine cards in here at all. But let's get with it. Overall energy, that's fairly important. And that deals with the masculine and the feminine both together. Bottom line, that's very important. It involves the divine masculine, divine feminine. Top row, feminine. Bottom row, masculine. It's kind of like the Twin Flames and separation reading, except y'all not separated. And here's a little kicker. You could be in union and not even know it. It ain't registered or is valid to you yet. You know what I mean? Despite whatever you got to see for you to be secure enough to feel you're in union and shit. You could be reunited with your twin and don't even know it yet. It's like your masculine been living in another country for like, I don't know, years and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga just moved back to your city. And he ain't popped up at your door yet, but he coming. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really started when the nigga came 4 wands, which is home. That's could be your hometown. That could be your house. You know what I'm saying? That could be where you two first met. You know what I mean? And it's like, what happened? We used to have with my twin all the time. When me and my twin was in separation, I used to go to places me and my twin used to go to all the time. I drive by the bar we used to hang out at all the time, only to go in the bar and see my fucking twin up in there. I go to the gym I used to go to with my twin and shit. I could go to my gym, which is down the street from my house. Fuck that. I'm gonna go to my divine masculine's neighborhood to see if I can catch that nigga at the gym. And it's like, soon I pull up at the locker room, this nigga in there on his way out, I'm on my way in. And it's like, I see him. We ain't talking. I see him and it's like, what up? You say, what up? We end up conversation. Like in separation, I bumped into my twin so many times and had so many conversations with him when we was in like separation, but it's like reuniting. I reunited with my twin a few times. You know what I mean? So before you can get into recognition, before you can get in a union, most likely separation gonna happen. That's why you need to keep the separation reunion. You know, before a union reunion happens, separation usually happens. And separation usually happens after you get into recognition with your twin, which is meeting your twin. But even when you meet your twin, it was recognition started well before you two met face to face. So rant over with. Let's get cracking. First card in this message, we got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is death or permanent ending. Death is prevalent. Permanent endings happen all the motherfucking time. Ten of Swords is divorce. Ten of Wands would be breaking up with your girlfriend before y'all even get married, or you breaking up with this, with your boyfriend before y'all tie the knot. Ten of Swords is y'all tied the knot, thought it was gonna work. Obviously, it ain't working out. It's like, you separate from your baby daddy. Y'all ain't married and shit, but it's like you had a home and you try to provide a good, decent home for you two to stay together in for the children, and it's like this shit ain't gonna work out. So, it's like who gonna get custody? Who gonna get the house? You know what I mean? Ten of Swords, it's endings. Permanent endings. Permanent endings ain't coming back. Permanent endings are a wrap. Since this is twin flame union reunion recognition, this is the end of whatever relationship you was in for you to begin anything with your masculine. Or feminine, vice versa. Clarifying in Swords, death is mental. King of Swords, God is mental. Three of Swords, pain is mental. Seven of Swords, truth is mental. Five of Swords, focus is mental. Knight of Swords, fear. Fear is mental. Okay? Clarifying this mental energy of death or permanent endings, we got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. It's something in you that needs to come out. Could be your love. You couldn't give your love out in the relationship you in, that's why it ended. Or this person couldn't give you love in this relationship, that's why it ended. You know what I mean? Seven of Cups is how you differentiate yourself from a karmic to a divine. Six of Cups, that's the sauce. Sauce is like your steez, your essence. It's what makes you you. Everybody in this motherfucking world saucy. Why? Because we all loved by God. We all get a fair shake at life. You know what I mean? We all come from the same beginnings. We're all human beings. All human beings are born the same. We're all human beings. All human beings, like I say, get the same amount of love for God. God don't love one group of people more than he love another group of people, or one race more than he love another race, despite what these ideologies be. Ain't no race of people supreme over another race of people. Nigga, we all in the same motherfucking boat until you differentiate yourself out this boat. We're all the same until you become different. But how do you become different? You make yourself different. You go against the grain. You do more. You apply yourself just a little bit harder than the next person. You choose to love somebody just a little bit more deeper than the rest. It's like you ain't even getting love, but you giving it all day. You ain't even receiving respect, but you giving respect all day. Ain't nobody kicking shit back to you, but you kicking shit out to everybody else. That's your personal choice, and that's what makes you better than the average person. Average motherfucker just want to take care of their own. A divine person want to take care of their own and see if they can take care of more people. A divine person influences more people than just their family. They do more than just take care of their family. They take care of other people's kids, other people's families, other people's grandparents and mothers and shit. You know what I mean? It's about doing more. That's what sets you apart from a karmic. Karmics don't do shit. They do what everybody else do. 70% of the world are karmics. 28% are divines. And then you got the 1-2 percenters. Okay? It's time to be more. Seven of Cups is being more than a husband, being more than a father, being more than a brother, being more than a man, being more than a woman, being more than just a teacher, being more than just a psychic, being more. That's what sets you apart from everybody else. How this correlates with the masculine and feminine, endings got to happen for new beginnings to happen. So, given this divorce that you did, masculine or feminine, now you can live your own life. Maybe married to your karmic, you wasn't yourself. Maybe in this relationship with your karmic, like I say, the love wasn't reciprocated, the respect wasn't reciprocated, the actions weren't reciprocated. It didn't work out for you. You freed yourself from that situation, so now you can begin a situation that's best for you. Seven of Cups is also, like I say, it's something you got that you need to give to the world. It could be an idea, an invention, a program for children, or the homeless, or a program for seniors, or a program for addicts, or a program for like former parolees and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I say, doing more. Divines do more, karmics do nothing or the same, or just about what everybody else is doing. You two are divines, right? So y'all doing more. And by doing more, you're going to get more back. How do divines move in an infinity? Karmics just go in circles, ace to 10, like fucking gerbils or hamsters. Divines, we go through that same hamster wheel, but we still find time to fuck with the divine. We still find time to go to Zion, as well as going to the world for shit. We spend time with God, as well as time with our family. You know what I mean? We help others, as well as ourselves and our family and people that's in our inner circle of shit. We help out of circles. You know what I'm saying? Divine's work is never done. Plus, divines do twice as much work as a fucking karmic. Fairly important. It's about more. You know why you quit your karmic situation to try to dive into this twin flame situation, masculine or feminine? Because you want more out of life than what the fuck you've been getting. You tired of, like I say, just being a husband. You tired of just being the man of the house. You tired of just being the provider. Like, you want to be more. You know what I'm saying? You want to do more. But if you're in a situation where you can't do more, or you're in a situation where you can't be more, then no more. You got to end things to begin things. If you're in a fucked up situation, you need to get out that situation so you can go live your best life. So you can go really be in real love, not fake love, not false love. This is you not being content with shit and taking a risk to do more. This is not you just settling for a motherfucker that got bread, or settling for a chick that could do a lot for you. This is, like I say, working with a person who got less than what you're usually working with. People need help. You can't do shit by yourself in this world. You're going to have to take a chance on people till they get back on their feet. You got to take a chance in people and have trust that they know what they talking about, or maybe the money you giving them is really going to help their situation. As it was, just like I say, you being in a stable situation where there is no risk. There is nothing more than what the fuck it is. So bottom line, more important than all that, dear, you got the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tight to some shit, or being scared to let some shit go. Whatever you holding on to is a pinnacle, person, place, or a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Overall energy. This is putting an end to the situation you in. Why? So you can become more. So you can do more than what the fuck you've been doing in a situation that just came to an end. You know something needs to end permanently, not temporary. You ain't taking a break. You ending shit. But you're going to have to end it. You can mentally, Swords, know you need to end some shit, but until you, Four of Pentacles, manifestation, shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear, abstract shit. Until you let it go, you're going to be stuck in that situation. Until you divorce this person, you're going to be stuck in this marriage. Until you leave that job, you're going to be stuck at that job. Until you change your life, you're going to be getting more of the same and the same shit. And guess what? You're going to have to let go anyway. God tell you to let go something, you cannot let it go all day. God going to come through and release that shit from you. What's the step after the Four of Pentacles? The Five of Pentacles, the dark night of the soul. That's being asked out. That's your plans failing. That's the, some shit you thought was going to happen. That shit just, just tanks. Failure. Everybody fails. But just like everybody goes through failure, you got the Six of Pentacles. That's getting yourself back from a loss. Everybody take L's. It ain't losses, really. We take lessons. Divines take lessons. Karmics lose. Say that shit 2 times. L's. Everybody take them. But divines don't take losses. We take lessons. Karmics lose all day. They're fucking losers. We're winners, nigga. Yeah, we're motherfucking winner. We winners, nigga. You know what I mean? It's just a whole different type of shit. That's why it's best for 2 divines to be together as it was to a divine being attached or tied to, or in this case, you know what I'm saying, anchored or held down by a situation less than them, a person less than them, a person who ain't going to get them to the promised land, a person who ain't going to get them closer to God, a person who ain't going to bring out their true potential. You holding on to a karmic situation is be the equivalent of Tina Turner not setting herself free and just sticking with Ike her whole career. This nigga was beating the brakes off of her. This nigga was demeaning her. If it weren't for Tina Turner, Ike wouldn't be shit. Tina peeped all that shit. She had to free herself. You know what I'm saying? She had to lead that motherfucking tennis sword, lead that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So she can be more than what she was. That situation helped her become the superstar that she is, but at the same time, look at the toll and the price it took. It gets to a point where you gotta leave shit alone. Of course you don't know where the fuck you're gonna be post-relationship when this shit ends. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people who stay with these karmics, and then these karmics drop dead. And then it's like, you know, you still in a situation that, like I say, you're supposed to change from anyway. So bottom line, you gotta learn how to let go. You gotta learn how to let go. Some people are tied to situations. Some people in marriages, you know what I'm saying, they too scared to leave because, like I say, this shit is so penically good. This shit penically fits their system so much, they feel like they'll be a dummy if they let it go. But still want to have side demos. You know what I'm saying? Want to cheat all on their karmics and shit. They karmics 9 times out of 10 is probably all into you. Karmic probably love the fuck out you, but you don't love the karmic like that. So internal conflict. Of course you're gonna be internally conflicted, cheating on the person that's taking care of you, or not feeling the motherfucker that's feeling the fuck out you, because pentacles is what you holding on to, or you can't let go of their pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Inner confliction. We all got complexes. We all got woes. We all got issues inside. But you heal yourself. It ain't nobody's job to heal you. Money can't heal your insides. You heal your own shit. You know what I mean? Money can't buy you health. Steve Jobs. This nigga rich as fuck. Got cancer. You think he can buy his way out of cancer sentence? Like, no, you can't buy your way out of Ten of Swords, a death situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this shit to say this: masculine and feminine. In order for y'all to get in union, to get in reunion, or to meet your twin, you know what I mean, your divine counterpart, the love of your life, you can't be tied to something else. One thing I noticed what happened when I got in recognition with my twin. Before I moved from Washington, D.C., you know what I'm saying, back to Chicago to start my new life and go back to college, my twin did the same shit. But I'm going to just talk about me. I was in a nice situation in D.C. You know what I'm saying? Karmically, it was fucking Tony the Tiger great. I was in a decent situation. You know what I'm saying? With a nice little karmic. Shit was just awesome sauce. But you know what? I didn't like shorty like that. I didn't like the karmic like that. Like, I cared for her, but, you know, it wasn't that. And then, like I say, I need to have my own shit. This is before LLE.Ascension. This is before LLE, LLC. This is before I came a CEO. This is before I came independent and my owner of my own shit. I was codependent as a motherfucker somewhere else. I chose to come back home to restart my life so I can get my own shit. In the process of me moving from DC back to Chicago, I'm Twin Flame. He was doing the same shit. This nigga in DC, Denver, Colorado. You know what I'm saying? In the same fucking boat. He over there in a situation, like I say, it's okay, but it ain't like he had his own situation. It ain't like he was really living his own life out there. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of just in part of somebody else's system, the way I was. He chose to go home to Chicago, press restart. You know what I'm saying? And go back to college. Me and my twin met at the same college. We both chose to move back home, thus putting us in the same city. But we both chose to go back to Chicago State University, which put us in the same school. Then, shit, by fate, nigga, we ended up picking the same class. Thus, we got the same class together. Thus, the day I met my twin for the first time. I'm just sitting in class like any other motherfucking day, you know what I'm saying? And in walks this nigga. And from the day my twin walked in my class, bro, it's just like life been different ever since that day. From the day I seen that nigga, I knew there was something about this nigga. You know what I mean? I could keep my eyes off him. Like, I was drawn to him in a way I can't even fucking explain. You know what I'm saying? Something made me want to be friends with this nigga or want to talk to this nigga. But the type of nigga I am, I don't just go and holler at people. I don't go and just do what my twin does. He's a masculine. Like, masculine is more about actions, right? Manifestations, right? My twin introduced himself to me. My twin gave me his number. My twin told me, hey, man, hit me up, man. Let's go out for a drink or some shit, man. Let's get some hoes or something, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You seem like a cool guy, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck with you. And I'm the type of nigga to where I can kick it with a nigga 30 years my senior and not see nothing crazy about it. I used to look at my twin, like, before we and him got cool, and like I say, we just spent like a week watching each other before, like, my twin built up, you know, I guess courage and some shit to come holler at me. Like, the week we was kind of like just peeping each other. Like, I only had one class with him. It was almost like I couldn't wait to get to this class. Every other class, it's like, whatever. So when I get to the class with my twin at, it's just, I watch this nigga. And it ain't like we just in class. We was communications majors. So we was like, it was like a film class. So we out shooting like movies and TV shows and, you know, props and parties and shit. Like, you know, it was a film class. You know what I'm saying? Cinema class. So, you know, know, he took the initiative. And it's like that first conversation, it did it. You know what I mean? Like, I was waiting on the nigga to holler at me, boom, he hollered. And it was just like, cool. This nigga cool as a motherfucker. But given the type of person I am, it was meant for me to become friends with a person like him. Given the person he is, it was meant for him to become friends with a person like me. Like I say, I don't have no pops. So I ain't really never had like guidance from a man, you know what I'm saying? And my twin provided that. My twin, he ain't got no kids, so he ain't got no son. Some of you always wanted, he ain't have. I kind of fit that space for him. I ain't never had no father, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we just fit in each other's space. Everything about me and everything about him, it was almost like a puzzle piece. We just fit together. And everything just came into play. But it didn't just start, like I say, in that class. It started when we enrolled in college, but it started when we both came home. 401s, that's home. That's union, reunion, recognition. Or home, that could be your hometown. If I wasn't from Chicago, then I wouldn't have came back home to Chicago. My twin home wasn't from Chicago. He wouldn't have came back home to Chicago. What if his home was LA? What if his home was Philly? What if his home was New York or some shit? That's where he would have fucking went, not here. You understand what I'm saying? And like I say, out of all the colleges in Chicago, what the fuck made me go to Chicago State? Really, it was the only place I could use for my transcript. Same situation with him. Even the class that we picked to be in the same fucking class. That class, I didn't even need that class. I just needed an extra class. I picked that class. Same shit with my twin. This nigga needed an extra class. He ain't even a CMAT major. I'm a communications major. Media, television, theater. That was my major. My twin took a class in my major. This nigga's an anthropology major. You know what I'm saying? Majoring in fucking like military history, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He a veteran. This nigga just picked the extra class. Look, I fucking go here. And boom, that's how we met. You know what I mean? Hellish shit comes into play. But tennis swords, if I didn't move from DC, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't choose to put an end to the situation I was in, which was cool, I wouldn't have had this new beginning with my twin. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Your twin is your twin for a reason. Y'all divine flexions for a reason, because y'all do the same shit. Y'all into the same shit. You know what I mean? It's that y'all got the same vibes. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying I should say this. You know when to let go of shit, even when you don't want to. But I'm glad I let go. I'm glad I moved. I'm glad I chose to press restart and reset around the same time my twin did the same shit. And it just so happened we ended up in the same demo, which is our demo. Coming to the situation, feminine, you got the 8 of Wands. This is communication. 80% of communication is nonverbal. So it ain't really the shit you saying, it's what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? 8 of Wands is also like emails, text messages, phone calls, just communication in general. So for example, you know, in recognition, communication is the most important thing you can utilize in your arsenal to really get closer to your twin. See, me, I'm the type of nigga that asks questions. A lot of niggas don't. I do. You know what I mean? So when I ask my twin, like, yo, where you come from? Like, what made you pick this class? What made you come to this school? Like, where was you at before this? Like, where you from? I'm in my twin school me. He just hopped in the car with him and he showed me where he was from. He took me to the house he grew up in, the neighborhood he grew up in, you know, told me about the places he's lived at, places that he worked, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got the information to even tell you about how our story even came apart. Because of communication, I found that shit out. My best advice for people who are in recognition, this is when you first meet your twin. Communication, communication, communication. Know all about your twin. Make sure your twin know all about you. Talk while y'all can. Utilize your time. Don't spend all y'all time, I don't know, fucking. If that's what all y'all got is a fuck relationship, which I'm meeting a lot of twins who just got that. They just fuck. Physical. They don't know shit about each other. They don't know shit about each other's origins. Like, if you don't know where your twin was born, his hometown, where he come from, what his dad was like, what his mom was like, you know what I mean? How people view him, how your twin view you, the whys here, then like I say, you ain't on your actions. Talk. Communicate. Best shit you can do. Maybe your twin moved to another motherfucking country. Maybe your twin, like I say, on tour in the army or on tour in a band or some shit like that. Communicate. Talking. Talk as much as you can. Express as much as you can. And then you're going to have to 8 of Wands. Say the words that was never said. Year 2 of me meeting my twin, I had to come out the box. What does coming out the box mean? I have to let the nigga know. Yo, you a divine masculine. I'm a divine feminine. We're twins. See, it was all cool till I hit him with the twin shit. Once I hit him with the twin shit, that's when I got into separation immediately. So for 2 years, we was talking, getting close, bonding to a couple like a motherfucker. Soon I actually, like I said, I was just, A1's venting. That's expressing yourself. Soon I started venting, expressing myself like, look, I was trying to make sense of what we are. I'm too drawn to you. I don't know why I'm drawn to you. I don't know why you be on my mind all the motherfucking time. I don't know why I care for you when I don't even know you. Like, you a fucking stranger. I don't know you, bro, but I put so much trust in my masculine. Like, my masculine could have been anybody. He could have been somebody dangerous. He could have been on some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I trusted him from the start. I say, any other person, fuck no, I wouldn't trust a stranger. I wouldn't do the shit that I did with my masculine with any other person. You know what I'm saying? But for him, it was just different. But when I came out the box, like when I told him what we were, separation immediately. But it had to happen. For 2 years, we was two peas in a motherfucking pod. Being together is cool. Being in harmony is fucking swell. But eventually, y'all gotta split. In that separation, I learned a lot. About my needs, about my habits, about my attachments, about my complexes and shit. It went from, like I say, you remember how it was back in recognition, man? Like every day meeting up with this motherfucker was like fun, man. Like I couldn't wait to see this dude. Like I couldn't wait till school was over for us to kick it or go to lunch or do some shit. My twin used to take me to the library, nigga. We used to just go to the library like for fun, just to read up on shit. That's the shit my twin was on. He an old man. I'm just an old man at heart, but he also a young man at heart. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, we just mesh well. Like so when I dropped that on him, like I say, it resulted in separation, but that was the best thing that could have happened to it. Because once we got in a union, everything else made sense. You know, so talk feminine. While you got time with your masculine, make sure y'all talking. Make sure y'all ain't just having sex every time y'all see each other. Because if sex dominates y'all relationship, then like I say, y'all fucking like how's y'all talking? Yes, sex is communication, but nigga, you still need origin stories. You still need facts. You still need to know things about your masculine other than what the nigga look like naked. Other than how he makes you feel when y'all naked, motherfucker. Aside from the romantic and physical shit. Okay? Masculine, you come into the situation with an Ace of Pentacles. This is being in attendance of something. This is arriving at a place in life. This is an invitation. Going back to me and my Twin Flame demo, before we had our first conversation, I wanted to have a conversation with him. Like I was almost like waiting for him to say something. I should have said it, but I didn't. And then my masculine, like I said, brought it to the square. This is being in attendance to something. You just happen to be in each other's space, and he made the first talk. Like it ain't just talking. Like this is my twin. Like when he gave me his number and his pager number and his house number and his fucking email and a card. He's like, here, man, it's my info, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I think I sent him an email. You know what I'm saying? And he sent me an email back. Some shit happened to him. I think somebody stole his car or some crazy shit. We were supposed to meet up. Like, it was an invitation. He gave me an invitation to, I don't know, link up with him or meet up with him for a drink or some shit. Like, our first time meeting each other. You know what I'm saying? And somebody stole his car. And he really wanted to meet up with me that day. And he sent me an email like, man, you know, I was trying to meet up with you. I ain't got my phone. Somebody stole my car. I had my phone in there. That's why I'm not calling you. Like, he was just very, AOR is like very, just explaining himself. Like, listen, man, you know what I'm saying? This is what happened. This is why we couldn't get together. So he was like, you know, once I get shit straight, I'm gonna come holler at you. And it's like, soon, you know, he got his car back and got his phone and shit. It was just like, he hit me up. It's like he stuck to the original plan, you know what I'm saying? And we met up. I think the first place we went was first place me and my twin went to was a bar. First outing place we went to outside, like bars, libraries and shit like that. We went to the movies. And we saw Django. This is 212 when I met my twin. So the first movie we saw together was like Django. And that was just fun. I still remember to that shit this day. You know what I'm saying? His reaction to Django, like that was his type of movie. You feel me? Like it was weird, you know, like weird for two men to like have the type of the bond and the vibe that we had, but that's what we had. It's the moment. My twin knew exact moment when to say something. Cause like I say, I ain't had the balls or the courage to kick it off. He did, and that's what masculines usually do. They bring shit to the square. They make that announcement. They make that they give you that invitation and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, to me, that's when the Twin Flame demo started. Once I got that invitation. Like, it's one thing you seeing your twin, you drawing on your twin, y'all pass each other and you know that connection and shit, but eventually y'all motherfuckers gonna have to recognize each other, like really getting a recognition, and that's when y'all two like doing shit. It goes from the point where y'all just hoping to talk to each other or hoping to meet or hoping y'all cross each other's paths. Somebody gonna have to bring the invitation. It's usually the masculine to do that. I mean, that's what the men's supposed to do. Men holler at women. Even though I ain't no woman and shit like that, but I'm a feminine and I just broke down the story to you. I guess the same thing applies to me. Feminine, you in regards to yourself, personally, you got the Six of Pentacles. What's the Six of Pentacles? The step after the Dark Night of the Soul. Six of Pentacles is homeostasis. It's a 60%. What's a 60%? It's a D. Five of Pentacles, that's the Dark Night of the Soul. It's the Dark Night of the Soul. It's an F. It's failure. We all fail, and we all get past failure. Five of Pentacles is getting shot. Six of Pentacles is healing in the hospital. Five of Pentacles is losing your job. Six of Pentacles is finding another one. Five of Pentacles is losing your car. Six of Pentacles is at least finding a ride to work until you can get the money saved enough for you to get your own car. Like, it's baby steps. We all start from something. You gradually get into a Twin Flame demo. It just happens, but it gradually moves upward or downward. Then you got the sad case, which happens. The sad case of where twins been around each other for years, still ain't said nothing, still ain't made no gesture, still ain't gave no invite. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I would have went 2 months without speaking to my twin, without us like. Because I was drawn to the motherfucker. If I would have went like 2 months without having that moment, I would have initiated the moment. Because like I said, obviously he ain't, obviously it ain't going to happen until it happens, till I make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, Six of Pentacles, man, like homeostasis. That's a cool position, nigga, but you need to be passing. You know what I mean? It's cool to know of your twin, but it's another thing to know your twin. So, saying all this shit to say this, you know what I'm saying? It's all about stages. It's all about development. It's all about growth. You know what I mean? If your twin flame shit ain't growing, if you ain't growing as a person, if you ain't becoming a better person, if your twin ain't becoming a better person in y'all demo, then like I say, something ain't right. Something just ain't right, man. You know what I mean? So, whatever he doing, you need to do. Well, I'm a woman. Yeah, man, he's supposed to holler at me. Okay, that's cool in the game, but look how stagnant y'all been. Eventually, shit, you gonna have to try something. Eventually, you gonna have to make, you know what I mean, the gesture. Eventually, you gonna have to spit the game. So, you know what I mean? Six of Pentacles is a D. It's a position you in, but it's a position you don't want to stay in, personally. Masculine in regards to you, feminine. We got the Ten of Pentacles. It's two people coming together like butt cheeks. Two twins, like I said, coming together. Like I say, my twin can look at me all day. My twin can like wonder if anything all day. But like I say, eventually me and him gonna have to. So my twin made it his objective for this to happen. It ain't like I made this happen. He made this happen. You know what I'm saying? Two becoming one. This is recognition in a nutshell. Masculine is finna get in recognition with some feminines. Masculine is finna reunite with some feminines. Well, his feminine. Let me stop saying something. With his feminine. Masculine is gonna unite with a particular feminine. Put more smoke on this energy. Two people coming together. Two peas in a pot. You know what I mean? Like finalizing a situation. We got the Ace of Wands. Answers. The way I look at it, while my twin made to, holler at me first or send me the invite first in my head, like I say, I guess he just been peeping me for a minute. I guess he peeped what we got. It ain't like me just feeling the feelings that I felt. He felt the same feelings. It ain't just like me was being eager to see him every motherfucking day. He was feeling the same goddamn way. It's the same reason that made me tell him he's a twin flame and shit like that. Because I had to find the answers to what the fuck this shit was. Me and this nigga is two peas in the same pod. Me and him closer than close like a motherfucker. I needed answers. What is this? God damn it. Am I gay or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck are these feelings? I had to make sense of this shit. And the only way you make feeling, like, the only way you understand shit is through answers. It ain't what you think, it's what you know. In my heart, I knew me and him had something going on, but it wasn't until he, like I said, solidified the shit to where I got the answer that I needed. From that point, I started researching. What is this? I started seeing, from the day I met my twin, I started seeing 1111, 222, 333, 666. 444, 777. I was just seeing angel numbers all day. Didn't even know what the fuck an angel number was. Didn't even know what the fuck a twin flame was until I stumbled on it. First person exposed to me what a twin flame was Gagan the Guy. She was the first person I resonated with. You understand what I'm saying? And it was like, that's the first time I heard twin flame. I'm like, wow, okay, what is a twin flame? I started researching twin flames. You know, watching the video, 7 signs you're in a twin flame and all this shit. You know what I mean? Answers, nigga. I had to figure out what the fuck this was. But I'm a feminine. So I'm the nigga watching the YouTube videos. I'm the nigga watching the psychics. I'm the motherfucker studying tarot, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Try to make sense of this shit. The way my masculine gets answers, he goes right up to the shit and asks. So, what up? You know what I mean? I remember my masculine told me one day, he was like, nigga, so is this something that I don't know about you? Like, cause, you know, we too cool. You know what I mean? And, you know, basically what he was trying to say is like, you know, what's to you? What's to you? I know why I'm here. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Answers. Just the way I was looking for answers, my twin was looking for answers too. But it's different. He's more in tune to the world. He's more in tune to like the manifestation and the actions part of it. I'm more in tune with the, like I say, the heart and mind part of shit. So, you know, masculine just need answers. So masculine's gonna ask, A for ask. You know what I mean? Will you marry me? Yes or no? I need an answer. Do you want to go steady? I need an answer. Yes or no? Do you want to move in? I need an answer. Yes or no? Like, do you want to partner up for this business? Yes or no? Like, masculine's trying to make plans with you. But it ain't just making plans. It's fitting plans with you. It's finalizing plans with you. It's securing plans with you. You know what I'm saying? So, from the looks of it, a lot of masculines are trying to do some shit with you. Feminine, are you ready? Are you ready? Because if you're not, motherfucker, you better get ready. Don't let a good opportunity pass because you feel you ain't ready. Or you feel you ain't right. Or you feel this ain't the time and no shit like that. You know what I mean? You don't plan for twin flame situations, nigga. They just happen. So, feminine, you in regards to the masculine, we got the Queen of Pentacles. It's the Khalees Bossy card in my deck. The song Bossy by Khalees. Just play that shit. The whole swag of that shit is this card. It's just swag. It's just being swaggerific. Reniggerous, as I like to say. You know what I mean? Queen of Pentacles is also bossing up on some shit. CEO is the King of Pentacles. That's an owner. What's under an owner? The boss. You the boss, but you ain't the CEO. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't no supervisor, so you ain't just no regular motherfucker. You a boss. That's what drawing my masculine to me. I was a fucking boss, the way I was moving. Everybody else was facilitated on fitting in with people, having friends, being socially accepted on campus. Me, I was a rebel. I ain't give a fuck what people think. I ain't give a fuck about what the fuck other people had going on. I ain't even want no friends. The only motherfucker on that campus I hung out with was the 2 friends I got to this day. My divine masculine, you know what I'm saying? Old homie, big homie, pops as I like to call him. And then I got my young homie. He a divine feminine too. Good homie. Good homie, man. And he a Aries. My young homie a Aries. My big homie is Sagittarius. I'm a Leo. We was like the 3 Musketeers. You know, my young homie and my big homie crossed paths. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been times I've been with my twin and my young homie then popped up and, you know, they introduced each other. There's been times I've been with my young homie and popped up on my twin and shit. Like, I only got 2 friends. I got hella associates. I got people I got history with and shit. But when it comes to friends, I got 2. You know what I'm saying? A divine feminine young homie. He a couple years younger than me. I'm like his big homie. I'm like his big bro. And then I got my big homie, my pops. You know what I'm saying? So, saying all that shit to say this. Feminine, you're going to have to boss up on your divine masculine. Like I say, I could have just wrote my twin off as just a regular guy. Or wrote this shit off as just a regular friendship. But I chose to boss up on it. What is this? Me and this nigga come together like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? Like macaroni and cheese and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this nigga's a good fit. Why? Like, it's one thing to know why a person has been brought into your life, but it's another thing to capitalize on it. It's one thing being in a twin flame demo. It's another thing to capitalize on it. Feminine is your job to capitalize on it, to take the shit to the next level. How do you take your twin flame demo to the next level? Nigga, you bring it in the air. We twins. That's the shit feminine got to do. You got to drop that bomb on your masculine. Yo, we twins. I'm your feminine, you my masculine. We've known each other for centuries, for eons, from shit, millions and millions of years probably. We've done this dance in another world well before this era. When we die, nigga, we gonna do this shit again somewhere else. This shit is a never-ending story. This shit is an infinite process. I'm gonna see you again. One person I know I'm gonna see again is my twin in the next life. When I was a kid, my grandma broke it down. Like, I grew up in a Christian home and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was a district missionary. Grandfather was a pastor. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I was 6 years old, and I was just asking my grandma, like, just a random question. Like, probably, you know, if I get married and, like, my wife die or some shit like that, and I get remarried, who do I spend my life with in heaven? My first wife or my second wife? 6 years old, asking these questions. Probably keeping it real, because that's all my family do is keep it real. Probably was like, you ain't gonna know your wife when you get to heaven. You ain't gonna know me. That shit hurt my heart when she said that shit. You ain't gonna know me. She's like, when we go to heaven, we new creatures. We ain't gonna have no remnants of our old life going into our new life. We ain't even gonna have the same body. She's like, you know, grandson, you might not know who I am when we get to heaven, but that's okay. You made it to heaven. I didn't want to hear that shit at 6, but it didn't make sense, so I got an adult. She's right as rain. I might not know who the fuck my mom is when I get to the 4th or 5th dimension. You know what I'm saying? But one person I am going to know, I am going to be aware of, I am going to reintroduce myself to is your twin flame. That's how deep this bar goes. So you being in a world, 3rd dimension with a 4th, 5th dimensional situation, that's the connection. That's what drew you to your twin. Like I say, when the first moment my twin walked into class, I was like, nigga, I know you from somewhere. Who are you? I thought he was my dad at first. Because the way, you know, my mom described my father, who I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Me and my twin sister are the only motherfuckers in the family who grew up bastards. My little brother had his dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only motherfucker who, you know what I mean? Like, my family is like athletic. They all slim like basketball players. I'm the only fat nigga in my family. You understand what I'm saying? I don't look like none of the men in my family. I look like my grandpa in the face. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, as far as my identity, you know what I'm saying? I never had that. I never got that. You know what I'm saying? My brother can look at his dad and get all his shit. My sister can look at my mom and get all her shit. They are like a motherfucker, my twin sister and my mom, because they both divine masculine women. You understand what I'm saying? My brother is the divine masculine. My family consists of a table. I got a brother, sister, mother, and me. Brother's the divine masculine. Sister, twin sister. Twins, nigga. She's masculine. I'm the feminine, nigga. But mom's a divine masculine. I grew up around masculines. That's why I'm the odd man out. That's why I'm the outcast. That's why I'm the feminine. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, even by me being feminine, you know what I mean? Even me coming up without a pops, all this shit played a major part in me being in my own twin flame demo. You understand what I'm saying? So everything counts. But I did boss up. Soon I got the opportunity to let my twin know what it was, I did. I'm glad I did it. I mean, it took 4 years after. Like, I remember my twin flame in 2012. I let the cat out the bag that we twins and shit around like 214. And 215, 216, me and him was just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? For 2 years, we was just like, that shit stunk for my mastermind. I mean, it probably weirded him out. He probably thought the worst. Probably thought I was, you know what I'm saying, trying to fuck him with some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it hit him on a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? And then it took 2 years after that separation for us to get back on the same page. We got in the union 2018. Because like I said, you don't know when union happens. Me and my twin got on the same page. I would say official union started for us January 2019 is when we officially got in the union. But maybe we was in union December of 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know the exact date on when we harmonized and shit, but I do know first month of 2019, that's when me and my twin got in union for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Then we separated, like which usually happens, and then we got reunited back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So what you do in the beginning of your twin flame situation is going to play a huge part in your current twin flame situation and play a huge part in the future of y'all demo entirely. So, like I say, any chance you get to come out the box with your masculine, like, you know, I told my masculine I loved him first. You know what I'm saying? My masculine had love for a nigga, but, you know, I told that nigga, a grown man, to another grown man, like, yo, I love the fuck out you, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You my knight in shining armor. You're my hero. You're everything I want to be. Understand what I'm saying? Like, if this was medieval days, nigga, you be a king, I'll be just a faithful knight. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you stay alive and making sure the kingdom that you created is safe. Like, loyalty. That's how loyal I was my masculine. It's like, he the king sitting on the fucking throne, goddamn it, with a sword and shit in his armor, and I'm like a knight hopping off the motherfucking horse. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the throne, get on one motherfucking knee, do that shit. King, sire, you know what I'm saying? Everything is good, you know what I'm saying? Just came back from the war, we killed that motherfucking battle. Ain't nobody touching the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? It's an honor to serve you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an honor, like for real, like the way a knight serves a king, nigga, that's how I serve my master. That's the way all fucking feminists should be serving their motherfucking masters. But like I say, it's how you bossing up on it. It's how you looking at it. You know what I mean? Are you thinking ahead? You know what I mean? Are you willing to sacrifice now for some good shit in the future for the sake of your feminine? I mean, for your masculine, because the masculine ain't gonna come at it like that. He ain't thinking ahead like that. Masculine's living the moment. Feminine's planning ahead. I told you, divine feminine, you're the expedition leader. Okay? It's your job to get this twin flame situation from point A to point C. In order to get from point A to point C, you got to get from point A to point B to point C. Masculines, they just protect you from point A to point C. Masculine's job is just to be there. Two of Wands, that's the divine masculine job. That's survival, that's stability, that's support. As long as your masculine is alive and breathing, like I say, he doing his job. As long as your masculine there when you call, he doing his job. As long as your masculine is there for you in your time of need, that's all he needs to do. It's you that propels this shit. If this was sperm feminine, you the head, masculine is the tail. Yeah, he's spinning and moving shit around, but you got to direct where you going to the egg. You feel me? Like, this is a two-player team. Divine feminine, you sonic, masculine tails. You can either play together, but even if the masculine ain't playing his tails, when you move, he moves. Just like that. Sonic 2, baby. Hey, masculine. You in regards to yourself personally, you got the King of Cups. King of Cups, what's that? 1950s, 1960s dad. Tough love card in my deck. What does a 1950s, 1960s dad bring to the table? Structure, order, you know what I mean? A sense of respect, tradition, you know what I mean? Natural born leader. Like I say, my divine masculine is the king. I'm not a queen because, you know, I'm a dude. So I'm more like a knight to the king as far as to the king's mate. You understand what I'm saying? Because me and my twin flame situation ain't sexual or romantic. It's physical. And I mean physical because it's like, I didn't give my twin a card on his birthday or on Father's Day or some shit that'll touch him and, you know, he'll hug me and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, my twin is a hug from behind type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he hugs me from behind a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that means something. Like, research what it means when a person hugs you from behind. It's a whole thing to that. You understand what I'm saying? I remember one time, first time he did that shit, I don't remember what it was, but it was like, I think I gave that nigga some money for his birthday. I'll be hooking that nigga up. That nigga like my son. Like, he like Pops, but I like nigga, that nigga like my son, because I be taking care of that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think I get that nigga like $200, $200 for his birthday. And I give him the same speech midnight every morning on his birthday. Yeah, what up, nigga? You know what time it is. I told you, nigga, if you ain't feeling this shit, stop being my friend, bitch. Hey, happy birthday, my nigga. Hey, turn up. Go get some pussy today, nigga. Turn up. Have fun, man. Like, hey, don't sit in the crib today, nigga. Make sure you get some pussy, nigga. I always stress to the nigga to get some pussy because, you know, that's what that nigga like. I just hope on his birthday he can at least get that. Whatever bitch he fucking with, that bitch better give it up to my nigga because, like I said, he that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know he that nigga. You that nigga, bro. Do what you do. I thank God for you, bro. Love the death out you, man. Have fun. Have a great day. End. And I send it to him. Or I'll give him a card. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Have a good day. Happy Father's Day. I love you. I give him, you know what I'm saying, a present. You know what I mean? Of course, I put money in my cards. Like, of course, I hook him up. So I gave him a card one day. It's at the swap meet or some shit, because we always go to the swap meet. It was Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe the day after Father's Day or some shit like that. Like I gave him a card, like $100 in there before we walked into the swap meet. So he ain't have to spend his money and shit. So, you know, I'm asking like me to keep shit short and sweet. He don't like long, drawn out messages because it makes him feel weird. So I put Happy Father's Day, some little 2 sentences or some shit. Illy. I ain't even put I love you. I just put Illy. ILY. You know what I'm saying? P.S. Nigga, go get some pussy today. So it's like, he seen the card and was like, you know, he already know what time it is when I give him shit. But when the money fell out, the $100 bill fell out, that nigga, like I was just walking forward. Like I wasn't even like looking at him, looking at the card. Cause like I say, when it's 2 dudes, the way it is with us, it's a lot of weird shit. It's like me looking at my twin's eyes. I can't look at that nigga eyes too long, man. Cause like I stare into the window of that nigga's soul. Like I feel everything when I be looking at that nigga eyes. I get all weird and shit. Like weird. I be looking at that nigga in the eyes too long and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get captured by that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I just turn away and shit, walk towards, you know what I'm saying, the entrance of the motherfucking swap meet. You know, all niggas pee a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he taking a piss, you know what I'm saying, by the car before his ass, you know what I'm saying, come in. All of a sudden I'm looking for him, I don't see him. This nigga run up behind me and shit. You know, I love you, you stupid shit. You always do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just happy. I love seeing this nigga happy. Like, I love seeing this nigga smile. I love when this nigga happy. You know what I'm saying? Because when he ain't happy, that nigga ain't himself. When he don't get pussy, bro, I'm telling you, that nigga's a whole different person. He be feeling like if bitches ain't fucking on him, like, he ain't shit. Like, it's like love is more physical with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I analyze him all the motherfucking time. Like, he's just a different breed. And I know how he works. And I know what makes that nigga smile. I know what makes that nigga happy. But it's vice versa. He knows what makes my day. He knows just a call from him will have me on cloud 9 all day. He knows sliding on me or, you know what I'm saying, taking me out somewhere or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what we doing. We could be going to eat. We could be going to the movies. Like, we could be going to the fucking library. You know what I'm saying? I'll be ecstatic. Same smile I get from him, he gets from me and shit. Like, that's just our thing. So, saying all this shit to say this. Structure. Even though I'm telling you all this happy, gleeful shit me and my twin do, that nigga still pops. And he always come at me like a dad. You feel what I'm saying? My twin was born in 1957, so he is a king of cup, 1950s, 1960s dad. And like I say, my twin go all out the way to teach me a lesson, to try to structure me in the best way he can, try to humble me in the best way he can, to try to, you know, humble me the best way he can. You know, I didn't see it as guidance. I didn't see it as structure. I didn't see it as, you know what I'm saying, him being just, you know, tough love. I didn't see it as tough love initially. I saw it as like hateration, holleration in this dancery. You know, nigga, why you always so negative? Why you always say this shit ain't gonna work? Why you always say I'm gonna fuck up? Like, why you always coming at shit negative? Like, why you can't just have faith in your boy? You see the faith I got in you, nigga. Bring that back, nigga. I give nothing but love to you, nigga. Can you bring that back, please? Nigga, he shows me love just in a different way. He a masculine, I'm a feminine. We do the same shit, but different. It's a merit. I show love in a different way that he does. To me, showing love to this nigga is like I say, giving this nigga money, sending this nigga messages, trying to brighten the nigga day, dropping jewels at him and shit like that. Like, any way I can help. Like, just being there for the nigga. Like, like in the beginning, I used to go to the doctor with him all the time. Anytime he had to go to the doctor, he had me come with him and shit. I don't know, you know, that's our thing. Hey, man, gotta go to the doctor today, man. don't you come with me? It's like, all right, you know what I mean? And it's like, he played with me one time. I remember one time, I'm almost done. I remember one time, he went to the doctor and shit, because like I said, he went to some brain trauma and shit. He had like a tumor. They did surgery on him and shit. That's the reason why I fuck with this nigga the long way. He the only nigga I know that ever survived like brain surgery, was crippled, and became like a normal again. To me, he normal. I ain't the nigga that got the surgery though. That's the shit he be telling me. It's so much shit wrong with me that you don't even see. You don't even understand. That shit fucked me up in ways like, I ain't the same person no more. Like, I believe him and shit. But from the outside, the nigga look normal. This nigga drives, dances, two steps, be singing and shit with bitches and shit. Like, this nigga does everything a normal person does. But, you know what I mean? He ain't normal in his head. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, get to the doctor. And this is a weird day, too. Because, like I said, my twin looks young as fuck. So we met on the green line and shit. So I get off on the green line to meet him at the station he at. I gotta take the red line to get to where he at. You know what I'm saying? So I met him on the green line. He's near the green line and shit. So, nigga, I get off on the green line, and this is the first time I ever seen my twin look old. Like, he looks young. Like, this nigga is a young motherfucker for his age, right? This nigga had a cane. This nigga had an eye patch. You know what I mean? He limping and shit. You should see my face. Like, yo, what happened to you? Like, what they do to you? Like, what the fuck happened, bro? He like, man, I need to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Because something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime he get a whiff, it's some brain problems again. That nigga gets scared because he don't want to end up back in that situation, which I understand. That'd be the worst shit to hear you got another tumor after you just had surgery to get the other tumor out. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to health, man, that nigga, that's where he becomes vulnerable. He's a strong, authoritative figure through and through. That nigga's like a king, a strong all day. But when that nigga get vulnerable, he keep me around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I saw the cane and flipped. I saw the eye patch and flipped. I thought somebody fucked him up. Like, I was super duper duty concerned. He saw my face. And the type of nigga he is Sagittarius, so he a jokester. So he was just playing like he was fucked up. I think he was just going to get a checkup or some shit like that. So anyway, go to the hospital, which is always like on the west side of Chicago. We live in the south side. And, I waited in the doctor's office for him to get back. So he get out the doctor's office, he limping out the door. And we walking back to the train station. And he's like, man, I'm like, what happened? What they say? He was like, man, like, I thought he was going to tell me some fucked up shit. He said, he's like, yeah, man, I got MS. What? Oh, man, I didn't know what to say. Like, I felt sorry for my old man. That's my old man, man. Like, I love that nigga to death, bro. So I'm automatically going to the future, like, fuck, like, all right, man, shit. I mean, ain't like I'm your wife, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to make some provisions for the old man, like, you know what I mean? In the middle of me being in my head, he's seeing this shit on my face, like, me computing this shit, me worried, me trying to figure out what the fuck, okay, it's his life. He's looking at me like, nigga, what the fuck can you do for my situation? But he's seen that shit on my face, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, nah, nigga, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? He took the eye patch off and picked the cane up. He wasn't even limping no more. That nigga was fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he did that to see if I'm riding with him or, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, we all get tested. And sometimes on masculine, like I say, it's just a jokester, an asshole. They'll really just test you to see where you really stand with them. And from that moment on, I think he knew that I was, riding or die with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? That, his problems is my problems, like, you know what I mean? That solidified a lot of shit. On the flip side, what solidified my masculine was riding with me, like I said, I got to an altercation with some white boys. I was about to whoop their ass. By the time I get out the car to go fuck up this white boy who was just fucking with me, the nigga was like in front of my car, basically trying to play like I hit him and shit, trying to do like an insurance claim off me and shit, and like, I wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. Like, I was just seeing red. By the time I got out the car to go fucking serve this nigga, my twin already out the car all on that nigga. Like, he trying to fuck the white boy up. Twin got his dukes on. Like, this nigga 30 years older than me, bro. Like, he already out the car in this nigga shit. Like, bro, ready to fuck this nigga up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he would have fucked dude up if my twin would have got his hands on him. But the nigga ran. The nigga didn't run for me. He ran for my twin. My twin like 6'4". He bigger than me and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not fat. He more better shape than me, but he's just a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I seen that, I'm just like, you should see my face when I seen that shit on. Like, my nigga. I just slid on him and, you know what I'm saying? He hopped in the car and we just laughed. We just couldn't stop laughing because, like I say, that shit was the bug, bro. And that's how I knew he was riding with me. So saying all this shit to say this, your masculine is there for a reason. Structure, guidance, you know, to be a staple person for you to depend on, and vice versa. It ain't just your masculine being a staple for you. You a staple for your twin. Going back to the King of Cups, 1950s, 1960s dad. 1950s, 1960s dad ain't really emotional. You know what I mean? It's like a 1950s, 1960s dad. Dad, I had a bad day at school. Like, the kids teasing me. And he ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Bitch, did you go to school? Did you pass your classes? Is you doing good in your grades? Is you trying to go to college? That's the fuck I'm worried about. What the fuck you doing socially ain't got shit to do with me. Matter of fact, while I'm at home, give a nigga some space. I work all fucking day for y'all. I pay taxes and bills. All I want is some me time. Kids, stay the fuck away from me. It's like dad kicking up. It's like dad sitting in his favorite couch. Wife, get that nigga, you know what I'm saying, bicarbonate or a drink or some shit. And the kids stand the fuck away from dad while dad wind the fuck down. Like, dad loves you. Dad cares for you. He shows you he cares by paying the bills. He shows you he cares by being there. Like, being there. That's love, you know what I'm saying? Because, like myself, I grew up without a dad. My dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But my twin is. Wasn't nobody there for my twin. It's just him. Just like it's just me out here. He ain't got no shorties. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's just like me. So to have somebody with you at the hospital, with you doing certain shit, nigga, that's what solidifies the thing between you and your twin. Question I'm asking is, how did you solidify, feminines, how did you solidify the situation with your masculine, and how is your masculine solidifying this shit for you? Future final roll, wrapping this shit up. Feminine, going to the future. We got the 6 of Wands. This is victories, wins, and celebrations. What do you want to win? What victories do you want? What do you want to celebrate? Due to actions with the wands, things you're doing, things you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Do the shit you've done, you're gonna win in the future. Some shit you've done. Done is past tense. For some shit you've done, you're gonna end up winning in the future. Shit you're doing. Not shit you finna do, because what you finna do don't mean shit. For some shit you've been currently doing with your masculine, you're going to end up winning with your masculine towards the future. Victory. It's a lot of victories my twin didn't get to see with me. We went to the same college. He graduated. He wanted to see me graduate. Matter of fact, he was stagnating, waiting on me to graduate. And I didn't graduate. He got that victory. That was a victory he wanted for both of us that I wasn't able to win with because I didn't graduate. But it wasn't just a graduation. My twin wanted us to graduate together. He ended up graduating by his fucking self. That pissed him off. Because I was in no position to drop out. There should have been no way I fucked that up. But I did. You know what I'm saying? That disappointed the old man. But it wasn't just a graduation. He wanted to go to graduate school together. This nigga being proactive. Here I am being proactive and shit. Reflection. He was being proactive. He had a plan for us. He already knew what graduate school he was going to go to, what course it was going to be. And the same way we did in undergrad, we was going to do in the future. I didn't see it. I was too busy chasing my rap dreams. I was too busy traveling and meeting up with celebrities and shit, not focused on the task at hand. Had I focused on the task at hand, had I did what my twin said, then, man, I'd have been in a better situation than I'm in now. That's all my twin was on in the beginning, to get me at a greater place at this point. Here it is, 8 years later, I'm still struggling. Appoint my twin because he's a tough love. He's a 1950s, 1960s dad. This is what he didn't want for his son. He didn't want me going through all this shit because he been in my situation, foreseen my situation, and here I am going through some shit he tried to prevent me from being in. And that's where the respect goes south. That's how I ended up in most of my separations, not holding on to my end of the bargain, not being on the same page as my twin, not taking my twin's advice, not taking the structure that he was giving for me in the beginning. All shit you learn once you in the situation, and you learn by doing. So, final card in this message, 3 of Swords. Pain. What's pain? It's going past the point of no return. Like I said, going past the point of no return with my twin was walking across that stage by himself without me. Then he tried to go to graduate school, dropped out the first semester because I wasn't there to help the nigga like I was helping them all through undergrad. You feel me? Like, it pained my twin to move on without me. But he couldn't really build with me because I wasn't in a position to build with. He graduated. He's going to graduate school. What's the point of him hanging with a dropped out undergrad nigga for? My twin be moving on to bigger and better shit, going in higher directions. And I'll be stagnant like a motherfucker. So he ain't gonna wait for me. He's gonna move forward. Your twins don't wait. Feminine, y'all wait like a motherfucker. And, you know what I mean? Setting yourself back. Masculine ain't gonna do that. Because masculine, like I say, more in tune to shit than you probably are. Final card in this message, last word here. Knight of Wands. It's the wounded warrior. This is being overburdened. This is the straw that breaks the camel back. Every twin got their limit. Feminine got their limit. Masculine got their limit. But when it comes to both of y'all, okay, make sure y'all ain't hurting or disappointing each other. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, the hurt is much different from just a regular person. It's different when a random or a person you know is going to let you down as far as to a person you connected with on a whole nother level, letting you down or disappointing you or dropping the ball. It's respect and admiration. As much as I respect and love my twin, he got that same respect and admiration. But I'm definitely doing shit to make him lose that respect and make him lose that admiration and make him lose that patience with me. My twin lost a lot of shit with me. You know what I mean? If I would have caught on, if I was on my shit biscuits, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in. But like I say, your 1950s, 1960s dad, your masculine, can talk to his fucking face turn blue on what you need to do. You got to do it. If you don't do it, it's consequences to that. That's the message I got. You know what I'm saying? Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. You know what I'm saying? If you need a reading from me, holla at me. You know where I'm at. Check the information down there and fuck with me. Only deals that I'm doing is $25 readings for newcomers. So if you're a newcomer and you want a reading from me, $25. Everybody else, $45. Y'all know the deal. Personal readings, twin flame readings. If you want to do life coaching, which is basically 3 timeless, unlimited readings, it's 3 sessions with no time for one low price, which is $75. Book with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit is vital. You understand what I'm saying? But I also do like dream interpretations. I'm also a psychic medium. So if you need a word from someone, maybe something from the other side, I can help you with that. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I do business consulting. I do love coaching. Whatever you need, man. Holla. You know what I mean? It ain't just good readings that you're getting from here, nigga. Fuck with me personally. It's different anyway. This is like 80% of what the shit I be wanting to say, or 80% of how I be coming about shit. When you book with me personally, gloves be off. I be saying shit that I can't say online for my health's sake. Love all y'all. Deuces.